Land and sea breezes. Have you ever wondered why it's easier to fly a kite on the beach than in your own backyard? Well, it's simple. It all starts with the heating and cooling of land and water and the different breezes this creates. Let's begin by reviewing some quick facts about surface temperature and air pressure. Hot air rises because it is less dense than cool air. When the air over a region is hot, it expands and rises, and the region is said to have low pressure. Cool air is denser than warm air, so it sinks. When the air over a region is relatively cool, it condenses and sinks, and the region is said to have high pressure. Air masses always move from areas of high pressure to areas of low pressure. Let's look at how temperature differences between the land and the sea lead to important breezes in coastal areas. During the night, the land cools rapidly. The water does not cool down as fast and remains warmer than land. When this happens, low pressure forms over the warmer surface of the ocean, while high pressure forms over the cooler land surface. Because air flows from high to low pressure, wind flows from the land to the sea and creates what is called a land breeze. Such is similar when a sea breeze is created. During the day, the land surface is much warmer than the oceans. This causes low pressure to form over the land and high pressure over the sea. Remember, air flows from high to low pressure. This causes air to move from the sea to the land. When this air is forced to flow onshore, a sea breeze is created. Often clouds will form slightly inland of the shore when a sea breeze is present. Land and sea breezes will be stronger when there is a large temperature difference between the land and sea. Temperature differences between the land and sea can be large in the mid-latitudes, so land and sea breezes tend to be larger here than in the tropics. Land and sea breezes occur all over the world every day. These winds not only provide gentle breezes along the beach, but they also help to moderate the climate in coastal regions. They are not limited to areas bordered by oceans, but can occur along bays and lakes as well. Let's look at a few examples. In the United States, land and sea breezes are observed in countless locations along the Pacific, Gulf, and Atlantic coasts. In Florida, afternoon sea breezes from the Atlantic Ocean and Gulf of Mexico provide relief from warm temperatures and tend to produce clouds slightly inland from the shore. These clouds often develop into strong thunderstorms that produce brief, heavy downpours across the Florida Peninsula in the summertime. Coastal cities in Europe also experience the effects of land and sea breezes, such as Sorrento, Italy, which borders the Bay of Naples. During the summer, Sorrento experiences relatively cool daytime temperatures, unlike communities further inland that can be noticeably warmer. The moderated coastal temperatures caused by land and sea breezes help attract tourists and residents to coastal regions during the summer. The cooler temperatures produce ideal conditions for recreation and relaxation. The constant breezes are what make it easy to fly kites along the beach. So, now that we know what land and sea breezes are, can you determine which would exist in the following situation? Imagine taking a trip to Rehoboth Beach, Delaware, with friends and family to escape the heat on a hot summer day. Let's say the temperature along the boardwalk that day measured 100 degrees, but the ocean was relatively cool at 82 degrees. While playing in the sand, you suddenly experience a cool, refreshing breeze and begin to notice small clouds forming inland. Would you be experiencing a sea breeze or a land breeze? If you said sea breeze, then you are correct. Air would be moving from the cooler ocean inland, creating a sea breeze. So, let's review what we've learned. A sea breeze is a cool wind that blows from the ocean toward the land during the day. A land breeze is a wind that blows from the land towards the ocean. This breeze occurs most often at night. Both are caused by temperature differences between the ocean and land during the day and night. Land and sea breezes help to moderate temperatures along the coast. So, the next time you notice a breeze while along the beach, impress your friends and families by telling them which breeze is happening and why.